Welcome to Gene Direct Incorporation Tech Talk at LabAsia 2022. Gene Direct Incorporation is the supplier and manufacturer manning the molecular biology field. We have been working on products and services with affordable price and high quality. We are dedicating to develop applications which are friendly to users and environment. And we hope our products can assist users discovering more in their research. In today's talk, we would like to introduce our products in assisting users to simplify their lab works. So, come and have a look with us. This is a general laboratory working environment. Sometimes, there will be an area which needs to be specifically isolated from other working areas, such as in traditional nucleic acid research. The equipment and devices needed for electrophoresis, staining, and observation will be contaminated with ethidium bromide, which is a potent mutagen and here using for nucleic acid staining. And the use of UV light is for excitation and observation. Those applications will make the results of the study and the researchers have some concerns. The use of ethidium bromide. It is risky to users exposed to genetic damage and moderately toxic. The use of UV light for DNA or nucleic acid observation is harmful to users if long-term exposure, which the experimental results will be influenced, such as DNA damage, due to long-term exposure to UV light. On the other hand, the gel documentation equipment, which is commonly seen in the market, is usually not too small and is space-taken. The purchase and maintenance costs are relatively high as well. Therefore, those will limit the working space flexibility and the budget for the project accordingly. There are always things we can make some improvements. So, for a situation like this, how we can make it better? To make changes in the laboratory are not easy. Gene Direct also has been committed to reducing the inconvenience to users which caused by changes. In the meanwhile, to figure out approaches that is beneficial to users and works. Therefore, in view of the observed situations, we propose relevant approaches in terms of laboratory safety and simplification. Users only do some small changes, but could have a large difference in their daily works. For the concerned points, ethidium bromide, UV light, and space-taken equipment, we've replaced them by using safety reagents and blue LED light. The light source we're using here is as an alternative for UV light, and it is more stable and less likely to cause damage on nucleic acid. The huge equipment of gel documentation system we design as smaller and well-functioned devices. To provide a safer environment and simpler processes for users, our ideas are by using safety reagents, smaller and well-functioned devices to offer users a much safer, easier, and flexible environment for researchers. In the following, we will introduce the related techniques about how we realize the concept of this talk. Simplify your lab works. There are some key techniques shown here. In the nucleic acid-related research, we have spatial PCR formulation and small benchtop devices for applying with safety reagents and PCR works. Moreover, in the cell culture field, we have spatial basal media formulation, which is able to be an alternative for major used basal medium. And we will gradually introduce them in the following. First, AMA1 PCR Supermix is our spatial formulation of PCR Supermix. It's formulated with safety dye, and the design can simplify PCR experiments. Let's see how it works. This is the general procedures of PCR experiments from amplification to go gel electrophoresis and then to visualize. Those are materials which will be used in each step. Most commonly, PCR supermix contains the materials for PCR amplification. Especially, our AMA 1 PCR supermix is a 3-in-1 formulation which is more than just containing PCR materials. We further added checking dye, which is needed for gel electrophoresis, and the DNA staining dye is also included for nucleic acid visualization. Therefore, the 3-in-1 formulation AMA 1 PCR supermix contains 2-time PCR mix to simply mix with DNA templates and primers. The gel checking dye in the supermix allows users to direct load their PCR products on the gel for electrophoresis. And the DNA staining dye in the supermix enables the DNA stain during the reactions. It can be visualized instantly with no further staining processes when precasting gels or after electrophoresis. This formulation has been well adjusted for maintaining its good performance. The signals are sharp, and comparing to precast staining gel, the contrast is good after experiment, which will be convenient for gel imaging too. We also designed smaller and well-functioned devices for better assist users in their PCR works. The Blook and MicroBlook serves quick gel visualization function, and the P-Blook serves PCR product quick gel tracking function. In traditional PCR works, we develop a workflow to simplify the processes. It makes traditional PCR work easier by applying AMA 1 PCR supermix. There is no need for additional mixing of PCR products with gel tracking or loading dyes. And nucleic acid staining procedures prior to visualization are eliminated. And we have designed the equipment to match your reagents, making the procedures faster and smoother. This design of combination gene direct reagents and devices provides users a time-saving, safe working space, quick gel visualization, and data recording PCR workflow. When done the PCR reaction by applying with AMA 1 PCR supermix, before gel electrophoresis, users can directly pre-check the nucleic acid signals by using PicoBlook. P-Blook is a pocket-sized transluminator which can be carried everywhere and check the signal instantly. This device enables to know results before gel electrophoresis. The positive signals means the amplified nucleic acids are detected, and the negative signals means non-amplified nucleic acids are detected. Once desired experiments can go to the next steps, the PCR product can be directly loading onto the gel, since the gel loading dye is already included in the supermix. The procedures can go to gel visualization directly with no pulse staining needs. It can do quick gel imaging and data recording. Moreover, after gel imaging, Blook support for gel cutting purposes. One gel cutting knife is included in the Blook set. Here, we have one demo video about using AMA 1 PCR supermix and the serial applications on Blook. As per introduction, the rapid PCR workflow enables a time-saving and safer working space. This also provides users a flexible lab arrangements in their researches. Except tools for nucleic acid-related researches, the next product we'd like to introduce is the cell culture medium, one medium. It is to simplify cell culture works. This idea originally came from simplifying the cell culture processes. We've known that the cells are grown in their suggested medium. However, as time goes by, many formulations are tested and become more suitable for their requirements, which can cause a lot of inconvenience when preparing large numbers of different kinds of cell culture media. We started thinking the possibility of culturing different cells by using only one kind of basal medium. Therefore, one medium developed. This special basal medium is able to sustain cell proliferation, maintain cellular bioactivity, and most importantly, keep their gene stability. It has also been tested on different cell lines and compared to their suggested basal medium, which are those measures used in cell culture works. In our tested results, it shows that cells can even grow at low serum environment. Therefore, not only did we test the cells at the recommended FBS concentration, we also compared the cell culture performance at low FBS concentrations with other reduced serum basal media brands. In this test, cells were cultured by their suggested medium, one medium at low FBS concentration and the other brands of reduced serum formulations. The tested cells are highly applicable by using one medium. Comparing with other cell culture media, their morphology are similar. By observing their growth rates using doubling time, they are various, but still comparable with those of the original medium. The most important thing is that we've done STR analysis on those tested cells. The STR analysis can specifically identify cell genetic profiles and demonstrate the cultured cells are the same as those in their original medium. We have also tested cell bioactivities on different cell lines. On protein expression analysis, 9E10 cells were tested. This cell line can secrete anti-semic antibody. Comparing cell doubling time among the media, one medium shows great performance on this cell line. It has relatively shorter cell doubling time, and their anti-semic production capability was comparable to their suggested media. Cultured cell surface marker expression analysis, we tested on THP1 cells. This cell line exhibits CD45 positive expression. We cultured this cell line on different cell culture media, including one medium. And in one medium, it shows a better performance on their cell doubling time comparing to other two reduced serum media. Their characterized surface marker CD45 staining were analyzed by flow cytometry. The result shows a clear single histogram on one medium condition at CD45 positive ratio over 99%. The one medium can also be used for human bone marrow mesenchymal stem cell culture, and the cell maintained better performance than their suggested medium. It remains good cell doubling time, which means users will be able to harvest more cells in primary cell culture to apply on future differentiation demands. Moreover, their characteristic surface markers are well preserved. One of the most important things of verifying the stem cell's quality is their capacity of differentiation. And one medium cultured stem cells also shows good performance here on their adipocyte, osteoblast, and chondrocyte differentiation. After serial tests, we launched this product to serve as a good alternative for major used basal media. It can simplify cell culture medium preparation and maintain good cell growth environment quality. Through our tests, one medium can sustain cell proliferation and maintain gene stability, remain stable cell functions of tested cells, and exhibit good cell potential in mesenchymal stem cell cultivation. You can find more product testing information through this QR code. Thank you for attending this talk. You can scan the QR code to rewatch the video, have more product information, or promotion details. We look forward to hearing from you soon.